Hey, MTS crew, what is going on, y'all? We're getting ready to do another one of my family's favorite dessert for the fall, and we're going to do some fried sweet potato pies. They are absolutely delicious, y'all, and we're going to use the graham biscuits. So this is going to be the fourth recipe in my series on what you can make out of graham biscuits. And so we're going to go ahead and fry these pies up using the graham biscuits. So we have our vanilla flavor, we have our banana flavor, we have our nutmeg, we have buttermilk, a pinch of salt, butter, sugar, and these are our sweet potatoes. The sweet potatoes have already been baked. Whenever I'm frying pies, I do not boil my sweet potatoes on the stove because I want less water in them. So I already baked the sweet potatoes in the oven and they're tender, and I'm going to peel those and we're going to get started. Let's take this to the stove, y'all. Okay, MTS crew, let's get ready to start on these fried sweet potato pies, our comfort food, fall comfort food. So we're going to use our graham biscuits. I usually just use 3 potatoes, but the potatoes were really small, so I decided to just go ahead and bake 4 potatoes. I already baked the potatoes, I already peeled them, and they are in the bowl. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to use 1 cup of sugar, 1/2 stick of melted butter. I got a little piece in there that really didn't melt, but it's soft. 1/4 cup of buttermilk. We're not going to use any eggs in this. Because we're gonna fry them. Okay, a pinch of salt. 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavor. You can add more if you like vanilla. That's okay. 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Okay, hold on. I have to get my banana flavor. Y'all, we're going to use about 1/2 teaspoon of banana flavor. Now, my girlfriend that stays in Mississippi, she told me about putting a little banana flavor in the sweet potato pies, the fried pies, and so I tried it in my sweet potato pie. Oh my God, absolutely delicious, y'all. So we're going to put about 1/2 teaspoon of banana flavor. Okay. Try it, y'all. Delicious. So I'm shouting out my girlfriend, Linda Walker, that lives in Mississippi. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get this mixed up, and you can use your hand mixer if you want. You can use your hand mixer if you want with this, but I like the potatoes chunky, so I'm not gonna bother with even pulling out the mixer. And y'all, whenever I'm baking, I'm baking sweet potato pies or whatever, I always bake my potatoes first. To me, it tastes better. It keeps that flavor in. And this is about the consistency that I want. You don't want this runny. No, you don't. So let me get a. Okay. You don't want this runny. You want it thick. Okay. Now it all depends on your sweet potato. This smells good, y'all. It all depends on your sweet potato. Now, if your sweet potato is not sweet, you know, some sweet potatoes are really sweet. But if your sweet potato is not sweet, you may need to add a little bit more sugar. I'm going to taste and see. I think I'll add maybe about 1/2 cup of sugar. So go ahead and add 1 cup of sugar to this recipe. It all depends on your sweet potatoes. Usually I get the darker the sweet potato, the better. Usually I get real good sweet potatoes, but these are just not as sweet as I want. So I am going to add more sugar. You don't have to add eggs to this recipe at all. And this is how you want it. You want it thick and chunky. Okay. Let's get ready to take these to the stove. I'm going to go ahead and add my sugar. Oh yeah, MTS crew, I want to tell you, if you happen to have some of this mixture left and you have enough to fill up a regular pie shell, all you have to do, go ahead and add your 2 eggs and add some more buttermilk, because you have everything in here, and then you got your sweet potato pie, okay? Okay, y'all, I have my biscuits out, and it was, let's see how many was in this. It's in this can. It's 8 biscuits in this can. So 8 biscuits, we're going to have 16 pies. And like I said, we always share. So we're going to share. So I'm going to do maybe 2 of these and show you how I do them. And I'm going to finish the rest off of camera. And then we're going to take it to the stove and we're going to get these fried up. Okay. Okay. And y'all, don't forget, you can do so many things with these graham biscuits. A lot. And you can do your peach pies, your apple pies also. But this is definitely a comfort food. For some reason, we tend not to make them too much in the summer. And we usually make them at the fall of the year. Okay. Okay. I'm going to get about a tablespoon of the mixture. Okay. We're going to take it, turn it over, blend it down. Okay. Just press it. There's your pie. Pull that one to the side. Another one here. Y'all tell me down below what kind of old-fashioned desserts that your mother, your grandmother, aunties used to make. Did they make any fried pies, peach pies, apple pies? Now, I had an aunt and she did blackberry cobbler, and she lived in Birmingham. Oh, she could cook. Those cobblers were so good, but she did like a dumpling. So she did like a blackberry dumpling. You know, back in the day, a lot of people didn't go to the store for their desserts. They made their own homemade desserts. Okay. So, y'all, this is about a tablespoon. That's all you need. You're going to roll that over. Go ahead. Now, I'll tell you something else that I do with these. I put a little flour on a regular dinner plate, and I'll put them in the refrigerator. So while I get them all done, and while I'm getting ready to fry, I take some out and fry them. But I like to keep them in the refrigerator because I don't want them to tear. So we're going to go ahead and get the other one's ready, and then we're gonna take these to the stove, y'all. Oh yeah, y'all, I forgot to tell you, you can also pre-do these, like in the morning. If you're gonna have them for dinner or fry them later, you can get them pre-done, put them on a floured baking sheet, and just put them in the refrigerator. Now, you also can bake these. You can put these in the oven, brush them with butter. You can bake them. They are just as good. But today, we're gonna go ahead and fry these. But you can pre-do these. That's the good thing about them. You know, you can pre-do them. Pies are getting ready to go on the stove. The frying pan, y'all. Okay, y'all, we're getting ready to drop our pies. I'm not going to put a whole lot of them in there at a time because you do have to have room to turn them. So if you want to check your oil, check it with flour. Never check it with water, because water, I mean, you will have a bad accident when that water get too popping in this hot grease. So the grease should be hot enough. When I was rolling them out, I put the grease on low. You want your grease to warm up, not just all of a sudden put it on high and get it hot, because it will burn. So I started off on low, and now it's on medium. So after I get the pies in there, if I feel like I need more to heat it up a little more, I'll adjust the heat. Okay. And these cook really, really fast, y'all. Okay. So you want to start off cooking them slow. Remember, do not start them off on high heat. And if you need to adjust, just go ahead and adjust. Now, I probably will adjust this just a little bit past medium. And they only need to cook about 2 to 3 minutes on each side, because remember, your sweet potatoes are already done. And only thing you're basically cooking is the biscuit. Okay, y'all, I started to turn them over. This is the brownness that I like. And they cooked about maybe 2 minutes on each side. Okay. And you can tell when they get about ready, they start to kind of float. Okay. We're going to let these cook a few more minutes and we're going to take them out. I have a pan with holes in it, and it's going to allow the grease to seep down through the holes. We're going to, try to get as much of this oil out. And with your oil, y'all, usually I use grapeseed oil and for everything, but with these pies, grapeseed oil just wouldn't hold up. So this is vegetable oil I'm using. So we're going to get ready to take these out and start on the next batch. Okay, y'all, here we are, Southern style sweet potato pies, fried. My family's favorite. This is my mother's recipe, but she also used biscuits, but in the beginning, she made her own pastry for these. So we're going to sprinkle a little powdered sugar over these. And we're going to cut one so I can show you how it looks. Uh-oh, see y'all. Okay, let's go ahead. Cut one open. They're nice and crunchy. They don't have any grease. Even though they were cooked in all that grease, y'all, they don't have any grease because I let the grease drain away from them for about 20 minutes. This is it. Southern style fried sweet potato pies. Let's take a bite. Y'all, please follow this recipe and make these pies. If you want to make them for the holidays, for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, get a Christmas morning and make these. These are delicious, even with a cup of coffee. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all. Follow this recipe. God bless. Be good to yourself. And if you're good to yourself, you have no other choice but to be good to others. We got a chance to make 16 pies, and we're going to share these out with our family. Okay, go on and be blessed now. If you would like to serve bite-sized pieces like for a party, just take them and cut them in half, and they're going to create a little triangle, and these will be perfect to put on a platter for a party.